Hey y'all! It's the real chicken connoisseur, the one you love to hate, the man, the myth, KFC Leanin'. So I recently bought a Steelseries Arctis 9X. I had two, because my old Turtle Beaches weren't compatible on the new Xbox Series X. So after doing a lot of research I ended up with the Arctis 9X from Steelseries. And I wanted to share my vision on them in a way that is kinda different from other reviews. As all the reviews were extremely positive and were probably made by people who are either sponsored by Steelseries or have just used the Arctis 9X for just one day. I have been using them for the last 2 months and have plenty of experience with them. As I'm a real gamer, I game a lot. So I've used them a lot. Disclaimer, I am in no way, shape or form affiliated or endorsed by Steelseries or Kentucky Fried Chicken. The article is based purely on personal and professional experience. I would however like to be endorsed by the both of you. As I do love free shit. So if you work at Steelseries and still think after this video that you need to endorse me, let me know. Also Colonel S, holla at me. Throw some wings at the boy. Or even some spicy zinger burgers. You know I love those. But without further ado, here is what you've been waiting for. An honest review of the Steelseries Arctis 9X by a real gamer that isn't paid for his opinion. 20 hours of gameplay. Yeah, only the first few days. After that, it doesn't even reach up to 10 hours anymore. Which in some cases, is a normal day of gaming, for this guy. So you're definitely gonna have to charge it every day or every other day. Because, even worse, 9 out of 10 times it doesn't charge while I'm playing. Steelseries, are you serious? How can it not charge while I'm playing? Are we back in 1999? How is this an issue in 2021? And the bad thing about this, is that it's supposed to work, but it just doesn't most of the time. Even worse, a lot of people have this issue. And yes, there are temporary fixes, but those are temporary and it should just work, especially when you splash so much money on a headset. Connections. Yes, it connects easy, and yes, I bought it specifically because it has Bluetooth, so as a console gamer I can use Discord and game at the same time. Which is really great for games like Warzone, for instance, with crossplay. However, why can't I use it with my phone, without first having to turn on the Xbox, connect it to my phone and then turn off the Xbox again? Or even worse, when I turn off my headset before I turn up my Xbox, it disconnects my controllers completely. And the only way to reconnect them is to do a hard reset on my console. What the fuck, Steelseries? How is this actually a thing? I can't wrap my head around this issue. Why? And more important, why is nothing being done to resolve this issue? And the worst connection problem is the connection itself. It is a known fact, even mentioned on their own website, that it has connection issues. Where it just won't connect to your Xbox or just disconnect while you are playing. Of course, I get that with using wireless connections, there can always be issues. But if a company knows one of their main products, and top sellers, has an issue with the main reason people buying this product, which is the wireless connection, fudging makes sure that it works. In the words of Peter Griffin, this really grinds my gears. Audio. The audio is actually really good. When it works. So when it doesn't have the connection issues, I am actually really happy with the quality of the audio. And then it starts to crackle and pop and whatever sound it makes, which isn't in the game, but definitely another issue with the headset. Sounds that keep cracking in, audio that keeps cutting out. Like I said, when it works, it's really good. But most of the time after a few minutes, when I finally get it to work, it starts to act up. So hypothetically, let's say you got it working and then that would happen. On a scale of 1 to 10. How frustrated would you be? In my case it was around a solid 8. Durability. Personally, I haven't had any problems with the physical product myself yet. It's very comfortable and it seems that if you don't do anything crazy with it, like juggling it for instance, that it won't be better or worse than most other wireless headsets. I am scared though, that if it will drop once, that the fun is over. because it already has a ton of issues without having dropped it. Doing some research online, which in this case is reading reviews and checking Reddit, there however are a lot of people that complain about it falling apart. I don't know if this is a good thing, but for most people this happens within the period of warranty. So easy peasy, right? Just check the support service and get a new one? Wrong. You couldn't be more wrong. The only thing the support service ever does is reply with the same answer always. Have you used a different USB to check if it works? Have you checked our FAQ? Or they just don't reply at all. Ever. So to summarize. 1. The promised battery life of 20 hours is a myth. It will be no more than 10 hours after a few days of using it. 2. For some reason, the plug and play rarely works, and that itself is reason enough not to buy it. 3. A wireless headset that rarely connects or stays connected. Yes, you heard correct. It doesn't connect or just disconnects after a few minutes. 4. Usually the audio is just fine. However, most of the time, sounds start to crack in and pop out. When it works, it's really good. 5. The durability looks fine, so far. But I've read tons of stories and I would highly suggest to never ever drop it. 6. Because if you have to go to the customer support, well, you're fucked. They have never helped anyone. If I had to give them a grade, it would be a 2 out of 5 KFCs. I hope this helps you to make a decision in whether you will or won't buy the Steelseries Arctis 9X. Thank you for taking your time and checking out my video. I have put tons of work on this and would love if you could subscribe, like and ring that bell to show your appreciation. So for now, KFC out. See you soon. Enter kisses, love and heart emojis here. Oh wait, this is not the chat. I'll write it down in the comments. Maybe you can reply and let me know if you've made a decision regarding a purchase or if you've already got it and what you think. Or just send me kisses and heart emojis. That's fine too.